Guys, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered why you was anxious ever before, ever in life? If you have and you can relate, give the video a thumbs up. If you've never been anxious and you can't relate, then give it a thumbs down, right? We're gonna get off into it, right? Well, you all know they went in my neck and did all this surgery on my spinal cord with all this electricity stuff, right? My C3 bone, right? And it's like, it gave me like, even though I'm healing and I'm well, but it gave me like an extra 12, 14 brains, right? And you ever wonder why you was anxious before? I actually directed my energy towards understanding why we're anxious, and I can break it down from more of a ancient philosophy of my own journey and experience, and the way how the spirits talk to me and communicate through me. The anxious feeling is the most trapful. It's a trap, okay, that the universe has to protect itself. Seriously, it's a trap. When you're real anxious about something, it's a real major trap. But if you're not anxious about something sometimes, then you'll miss out on your opportunity. So you got to understand, have you disciplined yourself on the anxious vibration long enough to understand what type of energy that you're reaching out to? If that makes any sense to you guys. Because I'm trying to put it in English language and communicate with y'all in the English language. Y'all know I'm not even joking, and then I'm going to leave a link in the description when I charged up my vibration so hard I almost blew myself up here in the studio. When that electricity and lightning came up in here and just big ass thunder came in right here next to me, just almost blew me out the seat. You know, I'm going to leave a link to the description, but that anxious feeling that you have is a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap for the universe. But it unlocks things. And if you don't go for it, you can mess up the universe also. So you got to know when to be anxious and when not to. And what is that feeling for? That's another, it's another code to unlocking the universe. That's all that is. It's like another hieroglyphics that's in the emojis now. It's just that anxious feeling is needed to test people so that it knows if your spirit's trying. It's like an extra safety precaution for it to test your spirit to see if your spirit's trying to pull something behind the back door or something like that it doesn't know. And also it shows how many victims there is in the universe spiritually that don't have self-discipline and that can resist it. And it's all charted. It's all numeric charted. The spirits are documenting all of this down. It's not like it's just happening and it's not needed. It's very needed because it's for the future decoding. What is going to be the way how our future hieroglyphics are going to look? I don't know. Right now, they're the emojis. Now, what's going to be for the future? Only the ancestors of the spirit world know that. And that energy hasn't been created yet. Even though it's here, it has been created, but it hasn't been structured in a certain form to expose that, to explode in that type of manner yet. The energy is here to do it. It's always been here, but it just hasn't went into that full creation. You get what I'm saying? And I didn't pick all these things up until they went in my neck. I don't know what they did in my neck, but I see things that people don't see. You know, I can communicate in every walk of life, in every form of existence. I can communicate without talking. I can communicate visually. I can communicate verbally. I can communicate energetically, which is energy. I can burst my energy so far out from the inside right now, like what I'm doing now. I'm just covering myself with a whole shield of energy. And I can direct it wherever I want to direct it to. Just not that kind of person, but I'm just saying. It depends on what type of energy I want to direct, and I can shoot it. Boom! I can throw it wherever I want to throw the energy to, easily. And it's unseen. If you don't know that this is going on, you have no defense for it. You know, only how you can prepare for it is to be enlightened by these teachings. That's all I can basically say, you know. And I'm just now revealing them because I felt like the world wasn't even ready. Because I felt like the world wasn't going to appreciate it. And then how do I define and put the definition of the spiritual world that I see and the electricity that I follow and the currents that I read back? How do I define that in the English language when our wordplay for the English language, even with the whole dictionary, it cannot explain the things that I need to say to you guys? Because I need to be able to explain visuals, audio, emotions. I need to be able to explain the seen and the unseen all in one sentence in one word, and it's not easy. I would have to write like a whole half a book just to tell y'all one moment of all of the things that I'm really feeling and discovering how my body is decoding the electricity that's already here. The signs and symbols from the ancient ones have never left. You can walk and you're feeling their vibration. You're feeling their currency. They're right there. Those feelings that you thought were your emotions are not. You're walking past great leaders, great spiritual leaders that were here, and they're guarding the world, and they are still here. And there isn't no race. They come in every race. The race is only a shade of energy. That's it. Do not be fooled. I'm trying to wake y'all up. We are all as one, and there are movements that are happening spiritually in the spiritual realm that you need to start being aware of, that you are possessing. You just don't know. You see what I'm saying? Denton Tribers, now y'all know because y'all been rocking with me through my whole journey. So y'all know a lot, and it's still so much more I have to teach y'all. Like I told you, the show must continue. This show cannot stop. You know, because every day we can be revealed something different. And there's going to be days where it isn't anything revealed from the universe. That's when the universe wants you to pivot back on electricity that it already sensed, and then pivot back forward, and then decode the things that you didn't decode when you were pivoting back the first time. So you have to be able to get into that type of spiritual mind with it. You know, you got to be able to dance spiritually. Like, you have to. Like, that's what it's about when you're dealing with the spiritual world. You know? And that anxiety, it lets the universe know how much discipline it still needs to install into your life. So when, I mean, not anxiety, that anxiousness, it tells the universe how much the universe needs to put more discipline into your life. So, like, you know, when you were a kid, you would just reach for a piece of candy, right? As you got older, you didn't reach for the piece of candy like that because you realized it was bad for your teeth, right? That's why we have the emotion of anxious. Anxious is that same piece of candy, and the universe is timing you. Oh, let's see if he's anxious now. Let's see if he's still anxious. Let's see if she's still anxious. Let's see now. And it's writing it down, but it's recording your emotions, and it's jotting it down with electricity. You can't see it. You can't stop it. If it senses that you're trying to tap into our realm, it would decode and just go a whole different way of sending a message. And you won't be able to follow it like that. You could probably catch a glimpse of where it went, like maybe a week or two later, maybe. But it's designed like that. That's the beauty of it. You see what I'm saying? So being anxious is good, but it's bad. You get what I'm saying? It's good, but it's bad. See, because the universe wants you to get to the point where you're not anxious, where you can just see things for what they are, not what they appear to be. Boom. And then you make the split decision. But until you have really seen things for what they are, not what they appear to be, and you just steady going for the piece of candy, the universe is jotting it down. Okay, I need to help him with this situation. I need to put some more dramatic stuff into his life so he can get more discipline. I need to put more dramatic stuff into her love life so she can learn that dude really isn't anything. And you know, and this is the energy. The energy is recording, and the energy is monitoring, and the energy is schooling you. And it's as peaceful. It has all the time in the world to do it, to teach you. Because remember, after it teaches, it goes. It's like in a circle. So it was just your time to understand about being anxious. Because the universe needs those documents for the future. That's why, like, you ever notice all of the kids of today, they act different, they talk different, they dress different, all of that, right? Okay, that's going to be the new beginning. So that's really all of your energy that you had transformed into energy that you've never seen, because it's never been created in that position before. So you're going to see a whole different evolution, a whole different result. But it's like, it's just so intense and so beautiful. You know, the electricity has already been here, but we have the power to transform it. And when you're anxious, it's not just an action. You're really making ancient history. You're really decoding hieroglyphics for the future children. Your actions aren't always bad as you seeing them, but they aren't always good neither. Like, you need to know this, that all of these mistakes had to get documented. All of these good things had to get documented. Like, these is needed for the future children, which is your kids. Like, the electricity is going to be shaped and formed in a way better, powerful way, and they're going to be smarter than us because they're going to be able to control electricity in their mind more, so they'll be able to create more. They'll be more devastating, astonishing with their creations. You know, I just wanted to give you guys some insight on that because I had a spiritual calling to make this video about this situation. So I just felt like I shouldn't hold all this sacred information into you guys. If it's coming to me from the spiritual realm, I should share it. So I hope you got value from this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you vote. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down button. And thank all of y'all who've been subscribing and supporting me. Thank you.